In the private dining rooms of London's most exclusive clubs, in the executive suites of Manhattan's financial district, and along the cobblestone streets of Milan's Quadrilatero della Moda, a particular type of gentleman moves through the world with understated confidence that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. His cashmere sweater costs more than most monthly salaries, yet bears no visible logo. His wristwatch represents a six-figure investment, but only fellow connoisseurs recognize its significance, and his leather shoes, handcrafted over weeks of meticulous work, reveal their quality through subtle details invisible to the untrained eye. This is the realm of quiet luxury for men, where true refinement whispers elegantly rather than shouts desperately for attention. The philosophy behind StealthWealth menswear represents a fundamental shift in how sophisticated men communicate status, success, and discernment through their personal presentation. Unlike the logo-driven fashion that dominated previous decades, quiet luxury relies on impeccable quality, perfect fit, and insider knowledge to signal membership in the most exclusive circles. The initiated understand that a simple navy Loro Piana blazer in their signature storm system wool represents far greater sophistication than any garment plastered with obvious branding, no matter how prestigious the label might be. Understanding fabrics and materials forms the foundation of any quiet luxury wardrobe, as the quality of textiles separates exceptional pieces from merely expensive ones. Cashmere should be sourced from the undercoat of Mongolian or Himalayan goats, with the finest grades measuring 14 to 15 microns in diameter, creating a softness that feels like wearing a cloud against your skin. Vicuña, the rarest and most expensive natural fiber in the world, comes from wild South American camelids living at high altitudes, with finished garments commanding prices exceeding $20,000 for a single overcoat. These animals can only be shorn every 3 years, producing just enough fiber for a handful of garments annually, making vicuña the ultimate expression of textile rarity and refinement. If you value discovering the sophisticated codes that define true masculine elegance and quiet luxury style, consider subscribing and activating the notification bell to support our channel's continued exploration of refinement. Your engagement allows us to keep bringing you these exclusive insights into the world of understated excellence. The art of tailoring represents perhaps the most critical element in achieving authentic quiet luxury, as even the finest fabrics fall flat without impeccable construction and perfect fit. Traditional bespoke tailoring from houses on London's Savile Row or Naples' Vicuña involves multiple fittings over several months, with master cutters creating patterns specifically for your body's unique proportions and posture. A true bespoke suit requires minimum 50 hours of hand stitching, with prices starting around $8,000 and ascending rapidly based on fabric choice and complexity of construction. The difference becomes immediately apparent to those who understand garment construction: the way the jacket drapes naturally from the shoulders, how the collar hugs the neck without gapping, and the sleeve pitch that allows the arms to hang in relaxed alignment. Knitwear in the quiet luxury context transcends casual sweaters to become investment pieces worn for decades. John Smedley, England's oldest manufacturing factory, creates fine-gauge knits using Sea Island cotton and New Zealand merino wool, with some styles remaining essentially unchanged since the Victorian era because perfection requires no revision. Brunello Cucinelli elevates knitwear to art form, with collections featuring cashmere blends so refined they can be worn directly against skin without any irritation, priced accordingly at $2,000 and upward for a simple crewneck. These pieces improve with age when properly cared for, developing a soft patina that only enhances their character and appeal over years of wear. The footwear choices of the quietly wealthy reveal sophistication through construction methods rather than flashy designs or prominent logos. John Lobb Paris bespoke shoes, requiring multiple fittings and approximately 6 months from commission to delivery, represent the pinnacle of cordwaining craft, with prices approaching $10,000 for classic Oxfords. Even ready-to-wear options from houses like Edward Green, Gaziano and Girling, or Alden demonstrate quality through Goodyear welted construction, hand-finished details, and leather that develops rich patina over decades of wear. The quietly wealthy gentleman typically owns fewer pairs of shoes but of significantly higher quality, rotating them properly with shoe trees and maintaining them meticulously to ensure they literally last a lifetime. Outerwear in the StealthWealth aesthetic combines functionality with understated elegance, rejecting technical-looking details in favor of clean lines and superior materials. The Loro Piana storm system represents revolutionary fabric technology that offers water resistance and breathability without any of the synthetic appearance typical of performance outerwear. A simple car coat or overcoat in this material costs upward of $5,000 but performs flawlessly in harsh weather while maintaining the refined appearance appropriate for any sophisticated environment. Private White VC, a British manufacturer with roots in military tailoring, creates outerwear that balances heritage construction with modern functionality, favored by those who understand quality transcends temporary fashion trends. The world of luxury watches for men epitomizes quiet luxury's fundamental principles, as the most respected timepieces often appear deceptively simple to uninformed observers. A Patek Philippe Calatrava in white gold, with its clean dial and elegant proportions, might cost $80,000 yet could be mistaken for something far more modest by those lacking horological knowledge. Similarly, a Vacheron Constantin Patrimony or Jaeger-LeCoultre Master ultra-thin demonstrates refinement through restraint, with thin profiles, perfectly finished movements, and designs that have remained essentially unchanged for decades because they achieved timeless perfection. The quietly wealthy avoid oversized, heavily decorated timepieces in favor of watches between 38 and 41 mm, with subtle complications like annual calendars or moon phases rather than attention-seeking features. Leather goods represent another arena where quality and craftsmanship speak more powerfully than logos or ostentatious designs. Bottega Veneta built its entire philosophy around intrecciato woven leather that signals sophistication without any visible branding, with briefcases and small leather goods priced according to the hours of skilled handwork they require. Valextra, the Milanese leather goods house, creates pieces of such refined simplicity that their appeal lies entirely in proportion, construction, and the quality of leather selected by master craftsmen with decades of experience. A simple leather portfolio or card case from these houses costs several hundred to several $1,000s, yet will develop character and beauty over years of daily use, becoming more personal and valuable with time. The concept of shirt making reveals how even seemingly simple garments achieve extraordinary quality through attention to detail invisible to casual observers. Charvet, the Parisian shirt maker established in 1838, offers made-to-measure shirts where every element, from collar shape to cuff style to button placement, is customized precisely to client preferences and proportions. The finest shirts use single needle stitching, hand-attached collars, mother-of-pearl buttons, and cotton so fine it's measured in super numbers like fine wool, with thread counts approaching 300. These shirts cost upward of $500 each, yet the difference becomes apparent in how they wear, wash, and age, maintaining their shape and appearance through years of regular use. Accessories in the quiet luxury wardrobe serve functional purposes while demonstrating refined taste through subtle quality markers. A simple leather belt from Anderson's, handcrafted in Parma using vegetable tanned Tuscan leather, costs approximately $250 but will literally last decades with minimal care. Ties from houses like Drake's or Rubinacci use hand-rolled edges, self-tipped construction, and silk sourced from Como's finest mills, with prices reflecting the labor-intensive process required to create these seemingly simple accessories. Even pocket squares, often dismissed as mere decoration, achieve significance through fabric quality and hand-rolled hems, with vintage linen or printed silk versions from specialty houses commanding premium prices. The role of grooming and personal care in the quiet luxury lifestyle extends beyond superficial appearance to represent respect for oneself and others. Traditional wet shaving using single-blade safety razors, badger hair brushes, and proper shaving soaps from heritage brands like Czech and Speak or Acqua di Parma transforms a daily routine into a moment of mindful self-care. Fragrance choices favor sophisticated compositions from independent perfume houses like Creed, Roja Perfumes, or Clive Christian, where complexity and quality of ingredients justify prices reaching several $100s per bottle. The quietly wealthy gentleman understands that grooming products, though consumed and replaced regularly, deserve the same attention to quality as any other aspect of personal presentation. Luggage and travel accessories reveal character through choices that prioritize functionality and durability over trendy designs or conspicuous branding. Globetrotter, the British luggage manufacturer using the original vulcanized fiberboard construction method since 1897, creates pieces that improve with travel patina while remaining essentially indestructible. Mismo offer contemporary alternatives that balance minimalist aesthetics with practical features, constructed from materials chosen for longevity rather than disposability. A well-chosen leather weekend bag from Mismo or canvas and leather combination from Mismo serves reliably for decades, developing character that makes it increasingly personal and valued with accumulated travel experiences. The concept of wardrobe building in the quiet luxury context emphasizes depth over breadth, quality over quantity, and timelessness over trend chasing. A focused wardrobe might contain just 30 to 40 carefully selected pieces that work together seamlessly, each item chosen for its ability to serve multiple purposes across various contexts. This approach requires significant upfront investment but proves more economical long-term, as pieces lasting decades ultimately cost less per wear than constantly replaced fast fashion, while providing infinitely superior aesthetic results. The quietly wealthy recognize that true style emerges from mastering fundamentals rather than chasing novelty, from understanding one's personal proportions and coloring rather than blindly following trends. Color palettes in StealthWealth menswear tend toward sophisticated neutrals that work harmoniously across all contexts and seasons. Navy, charcoal, various shades of gray, camel, olive, and occasionally burgundy or forest green form the foundation, allowing pieces to combine effortlessly while maintaining visual interest through texture and subtle variation. These colors age gracefully, developing rich character rather than appearing dated, and they photograph beautifully without drawing attention away from the wearer's face and presence. Bold colors and patterns are not forbidden but deployed sparingly and strategically, perhaps in a pocket square or particular casual pieces, rather than dominating an entire ensemble. The philosophy of seasonal dressing in quiet luxury contexts emphasizes transitional pieces and layering rather than dramatic wardrobe changes. Lightweight cashmere allows year-round wear, suitable for air-conditioned summers and mild winter days alike, while heavier weights reserve themselves for genuine cold. The concept of trans-seasonal dressing, wearing essentially similar silhouettes in varied weights and fabrications, creates visual consistency while remaining appropriately comfortable across changing conditions. This approach requires fewer total pieces while maintaining perfect appropriateness for any situation, reflecting the sophisticated man's understanding that true style transcends seasonal gimmicks. Understanding heritage brands versus contemporary minimalist labels helps navigate the quiet luxury landscape effectively. Traditional houses like Ketone, Isaiah, or Cesare Attolini represent Italian soft tailoring mastery passed through generations, while British heritage includes brands like Huntsman, Anderson & Shepherd, or Henry Poole. Contemporary minimalist approach finds expression through the Rowe, La Mer, or Margaret Howell, brands that embrace simplicity while maintaining uncompromising quality standards. Both approaches achieve authentic quiet luxury, the choice depending on personal aesthetic preference rather than any hierarchy of superiority, as both prioritize craft, quality, and timeless design over temporary fashion trends. Maintaining and caring for quiet luxury pieces represents essential knowledge, as proper stewardship ensures decades of service from investment garments. Suits and jackets require regular brushing after each wear, proper hanging on substantial wooden hangers, and periodic rest between wearings to allow fabrics to recover. Shoes demand cedar shoe trees inserted immediately after removal, regular polishing and conditioning, and professional resoling before damage extends beyond repair. Cashmere needs careful washing in cool water with specialized detergents, flat drying away from heat sources, and proper folded storage rather than hanging, which causes stretching and distortion. The concept of investment dressing recognizes that quiet luxury pieces, while expensive initially, provide superior value through longevity, versatility, and timeless appeal. A bespoke suit worn twice monthly for 15 years costs less per wear than cheap suits replaced every few years, while providing a measurably superior appearance and wearing experience throughout. Quality footwear, properly maintained and periodically resoled, literally lasts lifetimes, often improving with age as leather develops rich patina impossible to replicate on inferior grades. This mathematics applies across all categories, from watches retaining or appreciating in value to leather goods becoming more beautiful with decades of careful use. As we conclude this exploration of quiet luxury for men, the essential truth becomes clear that authentic refinement exists in the space between ostentation and neglect. It requires knowledge to appreciate, confidence to embrace, and patience to assemble, but rewards its practitioners with the deep satisfaction of surrounding oneself with beautiful, functional objects that improve daily life while signaling sophistication to those capable of recognizing it. The quietly wealthy gentleman understands his clothing serves as armor and introduction, communicating competence, discernment, and membership in circles where quality supersedes quantity, where knowledge trumps display, and where true luxury whispers its presence to those wise enough to listen.